Hello and welcome back to the Let's Play here with Terraria. Okay, so between the last episode and this one, a ginormous amount of stuff has taken place. I've actually been doing things off camera for quite a while. I mean, we're talking hours here to prep for hard mode that's incoming here pretty soon. So here's what we're going to do. There are so many things to cover. I just don't know how to handle this, and sometimes I feel like I might be doing a little too much off camera here, but a lot of Terraria, for me, there's a lot of fun in what I do, like farming and fishing and building arenas and stuff like that. I'm just not sure how much fun that is to watch 30 minutes by 30 minutes, but then the downside to this is I then come back and I have to explain everything that I've done. So I'm going to start with a little bit of the stuff while we're moving towards where I want to be. So you're going to notice a whole lot of different stuff has gone on here. So first and foremost, where do I even begin? I do have a full list of the things I need to discuss, but as you can see by this, I placed the Hellstone Forge. So let's start with, I have a full set of Hellstone ore, and then I created the bars, and I made the molten armor because that's what I'm wearing right now. I researched all the armor, the weapons, and tools. I also was able to then make the lava-proof bug net, which enabled me to catch the little lava critters down in the hell biome, which led to something else, which we'll get to in a moment. I was also able to create the imp staff, which is this right here. And because I have a specific buff, I can have 2 imps out at one time. So that's really quite good. Okay, now, I probably should have done that a little bit sooner, but it's fine. I also built a long platform in the hell biome, which I will show you here in a little bit. And I also fished up the obsidian crates so you could see what you could get. And while I was fishing, I want to show off what you can get fishing. And fishing is just vital in this game. There's so many things you get. So you can get this fish here, as well as the flare fin. You can get the lava absorbent sponge, which basically soaks up lava infinitely, and it's a material to create something else. Okay, that was just in there. I don't even know why that's in there, so that shouldn't have been in there. And then on top of that, here are the crates, and then all the stuff you can get. So lava-proof fishing hook. All these things are materials for things later. You can get the lava charm just from fishing in case you're having trouble getting that. We have flamewalker boots. This is vanity, but it's also a material, so we'll need to check that. You can get a little rideable lava shark, which is kind of cool. Deep demonic cart. This is a little mimic pet, which we'll play around with at some point. You see there's a lot of potions and ore, blah blah blah. But this right here, the obsidian lockboxes, that's what you open to get this stuff. And then you can get wet bombs, hanging pots, lava serpent bowls, all kinds of cool like little accessories. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to try not to spend my entire episode talking about this, but I got a lot to cover. Okay, now, when we go down to get the Hellstone ore, I wasn't planning on doing that, but when I was building the bridge, I was having to bomb out a bunch of the stuff below, and it just ended up, I had to clear the stone or the ore anyways, so I figured I'd just go ahead and do it. But what I would typically do is make, you want to get obsidian potions. I think you'd want to get this, provides immunity to lava, and you'd also want to get gills potions, because contrary to what you might believe, if you have this on, while you have this on, you can breathe under the lava and you don't get hurt. So you take those two, and then I would switch over to my loadout with mining. So you'd have your mining set plus a chisel, which gives you another 25% mining speed, and you just mine your heart out until you had as much as you need. I mean, again, in non-journey mode, you can get 600-700 ore and no problem. That's about all you need, between 500 and 700 ore, and then you can turn all those into bars and make the full set with all the weapons and all the good stuff. You do need, just as a side note, you need to have obsidian as well, because obsidian and hellstone make the hellstone bars, so just keep that in mind. Okay, on to the next topic. While I was down in the hell biome, I got an obsidian rose. I got a magma stone. I got Demon Scythe, which is a magic weapon, and I got the Guide Voodoo Doll, which is that's used to summon the Wall of Flesh for triggering hard mode. I also, okay, this is all the stuff that I made that I remember to put in the chest. So these are accessories I made. So I took a cobalt shield with the obsidian skull and made the obsidian shield, which is an ingredient for something later. I took the tally, the radar, and the lifeform analyzer, and I made the Rect 3000. So now we have the Rect 3000 taking 1 slot rather than 3. And then all this stuff will combine into something else, which will combine into something else later. It's actually really awesome, the tiers of stuff. All right, I got the mechanic, and I put her in her little spot over in the ice biome. I bought all her wrenches as well as the wire cutting tool, and that makes the multicolor wrench, which in turn, if you combine this with these two, you can then make the grand design, which basically does everything at once. And you can see I have it equipped. I'll show you that in a second. And I wired up our initial trap design over at the spawn point here on this world. Also, we got our first super ultra weapon, which again, this is pre-hard mode, so it's not amazing, but it's a really, really strong weapon for where we're at. So you have to combine the Light's Bane, the Blade of Grass, I can never say that right, Muramasa, I think is how you say it, and the Volcano, which is one of the great swords I made from the Hell Stone and Hell Bars. And you go to a Demon Altar and you can make Knight's Edge. I also had a blood moon occur while I was doing all this stuff off camera, and I was able to farm the 2 bosses. Let's see, what are they called? I wrote their names down, so let's see if I can find it. Okay, it's the Wandering Eyefish and the Zombie Merman. Anyways, you can get a Blood Rain Bow. That's what that looks like. And you can get a Chumcaster. Right now, I've already upgraded the rod 2 more times since then. And the little frogs are like these guys, but they're weaker. So, yeah, I think you've seen those before, because I got that before. Okay, when I was in the dungeon, farming for or fishing for the dungeon crates, I got a Nazar, which in turn will let us make the other side of this. It's called the Ankh Charm, and you put the Ankh Charm with this, but there's like 6 or 7 things you combine to get the Ankh Charm, so it's pretty extravagant. And then I finally got the Obsidian Rose down in the Hell Biome, which I combined with the boots and this, and I made lava waders. And then I combined this with the Frostspark boots to finally make the Terra Spark boots. These are basically the super ultra. I mean, literally no build should not have this, in my opinion. Movement is so important. So that is a lot of stuff. Okay, now let's look at this. This is what you get out of dungeon crates. All this stuff up here. Okay, I mean, you can see this is mostly just basic stuff, right? With the exception of the golden lockbox, which you need golden keys to unlock. And when you do so, you get all the dungeon loot, okay? So all that stuff comes out of that. So that's really good. So if you're missing something, you don't want to explore the whole dungeon for some reason or whatever, you can get everything out of these, which in turn will give you these, which you then unlock with the golden keys to give you this. So that's great. Okay, now I've been jumping around, so let me see what I have not covered here. Let's see. Oh, I farmed Skeletron and I got the trophy for him. So there it is. It took me quite a few kills. Also, in order to spawn him, you basically just have to equip this. You equip the Clothier Voodoo Doll, and then it will enable him to be attacked by you. So you actually have to murder him, and then when you kill him, Skeletron, assuming it's nighttime, Skeletron will spawn right on you and you have to fight him. So you'd want to place your NPC somewhere where you have some movement. Like, don't do it underground, because then you have to run out from underground. I mean, I guess you could fight him underground, but it would be more challenging. This is the Bewitching Table that gives you the 2 minions rather than 1, and I put my Sharpening Stone down. That gives you armor penetration, so that's really good. Okay, now let me just quickly show you. There's some overlays. You see how when I switched to the design, the grand design, it shows the wires for everything. So basically I turn this on, boop, and all my traps start firing, right? So you can see that, like, how I did the wiring here, which, I mean, there's nothing complicated about this. But this is the initial setup for now. I mean, you can make it as easy or as complicated as you want. The way this works is if you right-click on the Grand Design, I can, oops, see, so I accidentally put down a wire there. So if I click in the middle, now I'm taking the wire away, right? But if I click on the wrench, see, I can put blue wire down and take it away. And all you have to do is have the wire in your inventory, which we have tons of it, right? So it's really quite good. You can even put actuators down. So that's a little bit more advanced later. We'll get to that eventually. But I just wanted to show you that's what it looks like. And you can actually have, when you hit this, when you hit escape, you can force this on all the time. So when you're exploring, you can see traps much easier. You can have actuators, classic, faded, or bright. You can have the ruler on, so you can build a lot more efficiently. I really love having this when I'm trying to build and design stuff. But I keep it off, normally, obviously. And then you have the mechanical ruler, which is literally the entire screen is gridded out, which is kind of cool as well. And then you can turn off individual colors if you want to. But anyways, I normally leave it off because I don't really need it on all the time. Okay, now let's quickly cover. Oh, there are so many things that I got from the fishing quest that I wish you could have seen on camera. But unfortunately, because as every day passed, I was turning in fishing quests, and I should probably show off. Here are the accessories I have, and we'll get to that, but just so that you can kind of have a quick look at that. These are all, you can see the majority of this stuff are just all fishes, quest fish that I've obviously gotten. Some of them I had from before, but some of them I did not, and I've probably gotten maybe 4 or 5 new quest fish. So anytime it's a new day, I just run over there and turn it in. And so this is the stuff that's insane. I got a golden fishing rod. I think that happens on your 50th plus quest. I think I turned 40 plus quests in for the fishing stuff. So I got a lot of stuff. Golden fishing rod, I believe, is the highest fishing rod you can get. So 50% bonus. I also got the fishing bobber, which is this, so that just gives you straight another 10 fishing power. Okay, I got the angler earring, which is this, that's another 10 fishing power. And this, again, these are rewards from the NPC, right? I got the angler pants, completing my set. And I got the endless water bucket, which is this right here. That's what it looks like. It gives you 2 more range. It's actually a material for something, and it contains basically an endless amount of water, obviously. Now, if you're in journey mode, obviously we had discussed that this is not as important, but on any normal playthrough, it'd be absolutely vital. Okay, now, what else do we need to cover here? Because I know your patience are probably running thin here. It's the Clothier Voodoo Doll from the dungeon is a 1 in 300 chance, a 0.33% drop chance from Angry Bones and Darkcaster, so we were pretty lucky with that drop. But you can only kill Skeletron once per night, and then you have to wait for the Clothier to respawn the next day. So getting that trophy is kind of annoying, but all I did was every night I just unfortunately had to kill my Clothier to get Skeletron, and I fought him every night until I finally got the drop. Like I said, it took between, I think it was 5 and 15 kills. I know it wasn't 5, it was more like 10 or 15, but I also was able to create the Titan potions, the Inferno potions, and the potions of return, so we have those done now. More importantly, once you beat Skeletron, you can come to this guy and he sells a safe. And so that just gives you, so you can see it right here, so you get another whole inventory in addition to your piggy bank. But what you're probably wondering is what the heck is this? Okay, so you'll see it's a void bag and a void vault. Now, what I love about the void vault, there are 2 things, okay? One is any overflow that you can't pick up will get sent to the void vault before it fills up. But the second thing is, not only can you put consumables in here, but you can lock them as well, and then I can fully buff from that. So if I want to buff, if I hit the B button to buff, it'll use every potion in this void vault. So I don't have to have the potions on me anymore, which I think is really, really awesome. So that's how I love to use it. Okay, what else? I know there's... Oh, the party girl arrived while I was prepping as well. And I also just happened to be in space. I'm going to show you what I was doing close to the space, like the very top of the map. And I had the sludge slime came in flying in on a balloon. I shot him down from space, and so he joined our group as well. Okay, so let's go over here. This is the new warp, so this is where my little lady is here. And this is all the loot she has. She has levers, switches, pressure plates, booster track, actuators. She's got teleporters. This used to be the only way to get around until they added this whole network for warping around like this. I used to have teleporter networks all over my worlds, and it would take so much time. Junction boxes. This is where you buy the lens and the mechanical ruler to do that upgrade. You can get a helmet, a little engineering helmet if you want. Then you got all these different time switches, so you can make all kinds of cool traps with this stuff, but we're not going to do that right this second. Okay, so what was I working on up in space, you might be wondering? At least I hope you're wondering. I have prepped another biome. As you can see, it's a full mushroom biome, but in the sky. And I prepped this specifically because when you go into hard mode, if you have a mushroom biome above ground, it has to be a certain length above ground. So obviously this counts because it's in space, essentially, almost. Then there'll be another NPC that will move in named Truffle, and you definitely want Truffle. I made my bedroom here, and then his bedroom's over here. And I just tried to make it kind of pretty. I think it came out pretty nice. These guys are ridiculous. Okay, and then I just left my fishing spot, so if I need to come up here, I can. Okay, so I believe that's it. I'm going to quickly look over. Let's see, fishing. As you can see, I added for every area that I do farming for bosses, and this is in prep for the big bosses coming up. I put one of these, I put it safe, and I put the piggy bank. So I went around and did that everywhere essentially that I thought I needed it. Okay. I believe that I didn't miss anything, but I jumped around, so I don't know if I got everything or not. I think I did. Okay, so now, the last thing that I'm going to explain while we actually go do it. Oh, I also got the demon conch, which takes you somewhere into the hell biome. But that's not where we want to go right this second. But anyways, oh, and we're going to be opening these chests right now. That's why I have this key, this shadow key in my inventory, in case you're wondering. We will be doing that. But before we do that, we are going to visit a biome that I've been putting off far too long, okay? So what I did, again, this is like a farming area in case you're wondering why I have all this stuff out. I went ahead and just set it up like I would normally set it up. I got all the banners out so you can see all the different things I have bonuses to. I ended up getting the banners for the blood zombies and the drippers from the blood moon, and had a bunch of other ones. Okay, what I did was I bombed down on the left side of my ocean. In this case, it's on the left. Sometimes it can be on the right. It really just depends. Each world, it spawns randomly. So what I've done is I bombed straight down, and we're going to fall into a brand new biome. And on this Steam version of this, I don't think I've even discovered this yet. I did it on the Xbox for the first time. Okay, so here it is. You'll hear new music, and when we walk over here, it should be different. Let's find out. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Alright, so what I normally do, I like to put... So this is the Shimmer biome, by the way, in case you're wondering. And you can drop... There are so many things that the Shimmer does. It's unbelievable to think how many things it can do. Okay, come on, buddy. The Shimmer has so many attributes and things that it can do. And we'll get to that in a moment here. Okay. So what I typically do is I'll drop stuff on this, the far right here. Maybe I'll just do something like that. Alright, now, I think it has to drop a certain amount, so... Hang on a second, I'm sorry, I'm getting, I saw that Medusa slime thing, or Medusa statue. Alright, now, a couple of things. You'll notice I have some things in my inventory, okay? All these things give you something in return when you drop them in here, and these are permanent buffs for the character, okay? So, I'm going to actually take this back a little bit more, because I wish these guys would get up here. What are they doing down there? Get up here. Sometimes those pets can be really cool, and sometimes they're just annoying. Okay, now let's try this again, shall we? Alright, so, the heart... Oh, that's not what I meant. Okay. Oh, good. So if you drop a heart in here, you'll notice something happens. Boom, there it is. Alright, we got a vitality heart. What does that do, you might be asking yourself? Health regen is increased by 20%. And this is a... you see that? It permanently buffs it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and scan it for no reason other than I can. Okay? And you'll notice things go, like, invisible when they're here. I already forgot what that was called. That's, I'm gonna have to go to consumables, because I did not think to remember the name of it. That's a little embarrassing, if I do say so myself. Here it is. Okay. Boom. There it is. Alright, now. Now for the next thing. I'm just gonna leave that up, because... more than likely, we're going to be doing this again. Okay, so the next one to drop in is... Nope. That's how you drop it. Okay, and it turns into something. Arcane Crystal. What does that do? Okay, Arcane Crystal, so we know what that's called. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of mobs down here, huh? Okay, Arcane Crystal is for increased mana regeneration, just a flat bonus. Alright, now, there is any fruit, okay? You get Ambrosia, I believe. Yep, Ambrosia. And that, oh, it says it right on here. Permanently increases mining and building speed. That's Ambrosia. You don't really need to scan this. I'm just doing it because I'm kind of weird like that. I have no idea what they are shooting at. You know what, guys? I'm just tired of hearing y'all, so get out of here. Okay, now. Ambrosia's done. Okay, looks like I still need those. I don't need that. Good. Let's get rid of what we don't need here. I do need those. Alright. Now, golden worm. I've only found one golden worm this entire time, so it just kind of hurts, but we're going to throw this in, and we're going to get something really good. Gummy worm. Permanently increases fishing skill. And I believe this is kind of weird what it says this does. So it says that it increases fishing skill. Fishing power. Oh, it's just fishing power by 3. That's actually really not much. It's kind of funny, but... Okay, gummy worm. That's what we're looking for. Hopefully I don't die while I'm trying to do this. Oh, no, we're good. You know what? Let's make their life a little more challenging by taking away that side as well. Okay, now, you might be wondering, why do I have a pearl in my inventory? Well, let's find out, shall we? This is going to give us luck. It's a luck bonus. Galaxy Pearl, okay? Now, how much of a luck bonus, you might ask? Well, it's pretty low. I should have probably, well, I don't think it tells you. It says it's a 0.03 boost, or in my calculations, that would be a 3% luck boost. So, I mean, maybe that's not that bad, but, you know, it's not gonna make or break you. We just got some weird drop right here, so let's grab that. Carton of milk, very nice, very nice. Okay. Okay. Do we have anything else to drop? No, we do not. So that is the extent of this. Now, I've got a debuff that's making me go backwards. That's not very good. You'll notice I can't even shoot into that, right? What happens if you drop into this stuff? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Oh, we just got a compass. What? I didn't know you could get a compass this early. That's really good. Actually, I think that means we can... Okay, we got to go back and see if I can make something real quick. But I do want to show you what happens when you fall into this stuff. So here we go. First things first, I'm going to show you what it looks like when you buff. Okay? So when I do a full buff, you'll notice I have no potions on me, right? No potions on me whatsoever. Hit buff, boom, I have everything. Oh, this is why they're down there. So watch this. You fall through the world until the next open space. And I'm also going to take this time to show you... Oh, this is a little unfortunate. This is a gem cavern here. Interesting. I think I'm just going to pour it out of here, though. Yeah, we have all that stuff. Okay. Now, that's really exciting because there's so many things we just learned there. I mean... There's a lot going on. I'm sorry if I'm sound a little scatterbrained here, but I'm trying to get everything aligned in my head. Okay. Remember, anytime you want to know what something goes to, I'm almost positive. Yep. Oh my gosh, this means I can make this on camera. Okay, I've got this final thing for the GPS. Gold watch, depth meter, and compass, right? Gold watch, depth meter, and compass right here. Bam. Those three, right? So we can come up here. Oh, this is so exciting. We're going to immediately make the GPS. Then we're going to immediately scan it in because that's how we roll, right? I don't care what modifier's on there. GPS. Okay, and now, watch this. You see this? PDA. So, now remember, each one of these is 3 things, right? 3, 6, 9, 12 things that made 4, which in turn makes this 1. So we're going to make the PDA now. You see how we've condensed all that space for all that cool stuff. We're going to scan the PDA in, and then guess what? It ain't over yet. You guys are going to flip out when you see this. If this is the first time you've ever seen it, it's absolutely insane. Okay, now, what else do we need? Let's find out, shall we? Boop. Okay, we can make the cell phone by either having an ice mirror or a regular mirror, okay? I think I have both, so... Yep. It doesn't matter. See, in this mode, we can just make what we want, but like if you're, again, normal mode, any type of mode other than Journey, you want to save all this stuff. Bam. So displays everything and allows you to return home at will. Boom. Now we have the cell phone, which means we're going to scan that in. Oh yeah, now we're making some serious progress. But guess what? That ain't it either. You think, oh, there's no way it could be anything else, right? Well, guess what? There definitely is. Bam! It's a material. And look at that. We get the shell phone if we have the conch and the demon conch. The magic conch and the demon. Boom. 2 more slots that we get to free up. All those different materials go in to make the single amazing. Boom! And there it is. And of course we're going to research it first because obviously we're going to do that. Alright. That feels so nice to have that done. And I could potentially put it up here and stop using that now. So basically what that means is when I hit this, I'm right-clicking and at the top it's showing. Do you want to go to the home point? You want to go to the ocean? You want to go to the underworld? Or you want to go to the spawn? See, that takes me to the spawn. I can immediately do one right click, home is spawn, so I can set my bed up in the mushroom biome. This immediately takes me to the oceans, and then I can right click again, and it takes me to the hell biome, just like that. Absolutely insane. Absolutely love that. All of that is crammed into that. Plus, we have all our stats over here on the right, and it's only taking one slot up. Unbelievable. I don't know why that's blowing me away, but it really is. Okay. Anyways, okay, well, unfortunately, I wasted so much time trying to explain everything I did. I think the next episode is going to be us unlocking chests, and I might actually just go with what I have and trigger hard mode and see how we do, because I don't want this to drag on too terribly much longer with, trying to get into hard mode. So we've got all our stuff wired up. I think we can survive. If you have no idea what's coming in hard mode, you probably wouldn't know why I'm doing what I'm doing here. But, and, I do tend to overanalyze a bit. So it could just be me, like, trying to over-prepare for everything. But, I feel like it's more fun to be over-prepared than under-prepared. Anyways, we've got tons of open slots now, it feels like. This is really good. And yeah, I believe we covered everything. I did want to quickly just show you one last thing before we go, if I can find it. The Nazar. Okay. This thing makes one... Oh, you know what? Actually, you know what we're going to do? Since I've already scanned that, I'm going to illustrate something. This is going to put us a little over, but I have to show you guys this. Okay, well, we're going to have to use our new thing. We need to go to the ocean. I try to remember to set it back to spawn. We're going to drop back down to where we just were, and we're going to use a trick. I don't know if it'll work in normal mode, but I think they programmed it to work. So basically, if you have the inverse of an item, I didn't actually show you what you need, but if you have the inverse of an item and you throw it in here, it'll give you the other side of what you need to make that item. There it is. So it gave me the megaphone, and we are good to go now. That's absolutely awesome. There are so many things that works like that. So because we had that and we're in journey mode, I mean, obviously you could farm more Nazars, but they're somewhat of a rare drop. I mean, they're not that bad, but anyways, we can jump up here and then we can immediately make the counter mantra with that. And guess what? We scan it again. Counter mantra, boom. Now, that's part one of, if I put this in here, it'll show you need armor bracing, medical bandage, the plan, the counter mantra, and reflective shades to make the Ankh charm, which I just happen to know you combine with this to make a super ultra shield. So that's another huge in-game upgrade thing. So we've done pretty good by having this. So I wonder, I'm just going to put it there for now, because we need to be in hard mode to get most of the other stuff, but we will get there. All right, yeah, like I said, the next episode might very well be the Wall of Flesh. We still need to go down and open our chest with the Shadow Key, so we'll probably start with that, and then I might just YOLO and go ahead and kill... well, let me say this. I'm going to attempt to kill the Wall of Flesh. If we survive it, then we'll be in hard mode, and if not, I'll have to build a longer platform. That's the only reason why I think we wouldn't survive, because if he passes you, well, you'll see when you see it, but basically, it doesn't matter how strong you are. If a certain thing happens, you die instantly no matter what. So, anyways, I do hope you enjoyed the episode, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good one.